Guys, it's Joanne here again. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to cut and sew a wide leg palazzo trouser with an inner pocket. If you're interested in something like this, stick around and watch this video to the end. And if you find it helpful, kindly leave a thumbs up and also share this video so that other people can get to see as well. Now, without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the tutorial. For this tutorial, I'm going to be making use of this fabric you're seeing here, and then for the pattern, I drafted this off camera. So I have a detailed tutorial on how to cut your basic trouser pattern. It is well detailed. Now I'm going to be putting that in the description box down below. Please do well to click and watch if you haven't seen that tutorial yet. Trust me, it is well detailed. So guys, I proceeded to fold the fabric into 2 equal halves. So now I am going to place the front pattern on this fabric to add the necessary allowance and cut that out. So guys, this is the front pattern here. I'm simply going to place this on this fabric. As you've seen, I actually folded in like 2 inches from this pattern length. That is because I don't want the trouser that I'm about sewing to be too long. So it depends on the length you want to work with, guys. Work with the actual length of your trouser. All right, so now after placing this pattern here, I'm simply going to use my pin and secure the fabric to the pattern. That is because I don't want this to shift when I am cutting this out on the fabric. So guys, if you notice, I added 1 inch to the actual length. All right, so go ahead and add your either 1 inch or 2 inches, depends on what you want, or 1.5 inches for your hemming. After securing this with pin, I'm going to simply go ahead and mark out 1/2 inch all around this pattern. Okay, I'm not going to be folding in the darts because basically I want this trouser to be big on me. Okay, so you don't want to take in the darts. Go ahead and mark out 1/2 inch on the waistline, on the side, and on the crotch area. Now for this length here, notice that I added 1 inch. That's for the hemming allowance. And from the inseam here, I'm going to extend this measurement by 4 inches. Okay, so I'm simply extending this by 4 inches on the inseam and on the outseam as well. So after taking that measurement, I'm going to mark it all the way to the waistline. I had to change this chalk because I noticed since this fabric has white pattern on it, had to like change to use a colored chalk so you guys can see clearly what I am doing. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Anyways. Now on the inseam, I am going to also mark from the 4 inches I marked down on the length, simply going to take that measurement all the way to the waistline as well. And then on the crotch, I am going to add some inches to the crotch measurement. So I think I added like 2.5 to 3 inches. That is completely fine. So it depends on how bogus you want this to be. For me, I really want this to be big on me. So go ahead and either make it this big, or you can reduce the size or make it even fuller. Now I am going to measure from this point to the point on the outseam. What I had there was 17.5 inches. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my scissors and cut out the little excess I have on the side and the excess on the inseam as well and on the crotch area. So guys, this is it for the front part. For the back, I'm going to do exactly the same thing I did here for the front part. Okay, so this is the pattern for the back. I'm going to place this pattern on the fabric and cut out the back part. I'm going to be doing this off camera. So I have done this. If you notice, I actually did exact same thing I did for the front. Okay, for the hem part I added 1 inch and extended the measurement by 4 inches as well as the inseam. Okay, then for the waistline I added ½ inch, and for the crotch area I did basically the same thing I did for the front, so there's no difference with what I did for the front and the back. I went ahead to remove the pattern because I'm going to start with the sewing process now. This is the front part. As you've seen here, I'm going to sew in the crotch area. So simply sew the crotch area by ½ inch. Okay, sew the crotch area by ½ inch, just secure with my pin. I'll take this to my sewing machine. I'm going to be stitching the crotch area by ½ inch. I'll do the same thing for this back here. Sew this back part by ½ inch. So guys, after sewing, this is what I have here. It is still on fold here. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is to start fixing the pockets. Okay, for the side here, from this side go inward by either 2 inches or 2.5 inches. You can even go in as you can use 3 inches as well. Okay, for me I used 2 inches for this tutorial. And down for the depth I used 6 inches. Now I'm going to connect this like so to meet to the 6 inches from the waistline. Take my scissors and cut out the excess. Next, I'm going to be cutting out the pocket facing and the pocket back. To cut out the pocket facing and the pocket back, you're going to be using a length of 14 inches. Actually use a length of 14 inches for the pocket facing and back. And then I used a width of 9 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to place this one I cut out underneath the main trouser. Okay, then once you've placed it like this, make sure the right side is facing each other. That's for the pocket facing and pocket back. Make sure it is facing each other, and note that I cut out 2 pieces, so I have the pocket facing and the pocket bag. And once you've placed it like this, make sure it is aligned. You want to make sure that both the pocket facing and the pocket back is well aligned. And you've seen where I made the extension from the part in which I cut out on the trouser fabric. I made an extension on the pocket facing and back by 2 inches. Okay, note that I subtracted 2 inches from the main trouser measurements. So that one, you're going to replace it back to the pocket facing and the pocket bag. Just place it like so and cut out any excess you have on the side. Once you've done this, take the upper part and cut out like so. Now notice that I did not cut the one underneath it, okay? I only cut one of the pieces in which I use for the pocket facing and back. So the one I cut out is actually the pocket facing. So for the pocket back, that one I did not cut it, as you've seen here in this video. If you want to style it, go ahead and style the lower parts as I've shown you, but I'm going to just leave it like this. Now place the pocket facing facing the right side of the main trouser and go ahead and secure with your pin. Once you've done that, you're going to take to your sewing machine and stitch by 1/4 of an inch. And once you've done that, you're going to iron it out properly, and then I'll show you guys how you're going to be fixing the pocket bag. So when I iron this, after stitching and ironing, this is how it's going to be. Okay, you have everything all lit like this, but I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be placing the pocket bag in a bit. So guys, I have fixed the pocket and the pocket facing and the pocket back, and I closed the wrong side. As you've seen here, it is looking well neat. So I left this part, this other right side, to show you guys how I am going to be doing this. Now after placing your pocket facing, which I already explained on the first pocket which I stitch, so place your pocket facing right side facing each other and stitch by 1/4 inch. Once you've done that, you're going to place the pocket back on the wrong side of the pocket facing, as you've seen me done here in this video. Now you're going to align it up like this and stitch both the pocket facing and the pocket back together on the side and on the lower part by just 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch. And once you've made that stitch, you're going to turn it to the right side like this and simply place it underneath the main trouser fabric. Okay, just make sure it aligns together or lays together as you've seen me done here in this video. Okay, you want to make sure that it is properly laid. Once it's properly laid, go ahead and use your pin to secure both the pockets and secure it to the main trouser. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is to place the front pattern to the back pattern, and I'm going to now make sure the side aligns, and I'm going to be closing the side by 1/2 of an inch. I'll do the same thing on this side as well. And then on the crotch area, I am going to place the seams facing each other. I'm going to secure with my pin and sew the flap by 1/2 of an inch. Okay guys, I have stitched the side, and this is what this looks like. I haven't ironed this. Once I iron this, it's going to be looking very beautiful. Next thing, you're going to take the waist measurement of what you have on your trouser to use that to cut your band. For the band, I'm going to be making it 2 inches in width. That is, after stitching the band to the trouser, I am going to be left with 2 inches because my elastic is actually 2 inches. So if your elastic is 2 inches, you're going to cut your band unfold by 2.5 inches. Meaning that you're going to use 1/2 inch to sew to the trouser, and you'll be left with 2 inches. But if your elastic is less than 2 inches, you're going to, for instance, if your elastic is 1.5, you're going to be cutting your band 2 inches in width. Use half inch to sew and be left with 1.5 inches so that your band can go in and fit in properly. Now, after cutting your band, place the right side of your band to the wrong side of your fabric, to the right side of your fabric rather, and stitch by half of an inch. And for the elastic, get your measure your total waist measurement and minus about 7 inches from the elastic from your waistline. That is the measurement you're going to use to cut your elastic. Hope you're clear. Now, after that, I'm going to simply use my safety pin to pass this elastic all around this waistline. Okay, so gently do this. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and close your elastic by just 1/4 of an inch or half of an inch. So guys, I have closed the elastic as you've seen here. Next thing is that I'm going to close this part like this. I'm going to close the part which I passed the elastic. I'm going to just close that up. Okay, and yeah, that is basically it for the waistband. And then for this length, I'm going to fold in 1 inch. Remember, I used 1 inch for hemming. I'm going to fold it in and use my hemming gum to hem it. And then for this waist, I'm going to overlock the rough edges. And if you want to leave your elastic waistband like this, go ahead and leave it like this. But for me, I really want to sew the elastic to the main fabric so that it stays there permanently. I don't like it, the fact that elastic gets to move around or turn itself later. So I just like sewing the elastic to the trouser. Now I'm going to run like 3 stitches, which I already did. And when you're sewing the elastic, please ensure that you stretch your elastic and run the stitches. So I ran about 3 stitches on the elastic waistband, and this is what I have here, guys. This is looking very beautiful. After wearing this, it was looking very beautiful and neat. So you should give this a try, and also let me know in the comment section what you think about this video. Please guys, if you like this video and if you're watching this video to this time, it means you like it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And guys, thank you so much for coming here, and see you in my next one.